Hello and welcome to Kitchen Inspirations. My name is Carmelo and Happy New Year's. It is now 2025 and I hope it's been a great, 15 days already. Can you believe it? 15 days since the new year has started and we have the perfect campaign for you. It is called our New Year, New You campaign, which is all about our premium rice cookers. We have induction heating type rice cookers and then we have pressure type rice cookers. Now both are really great rice cookers and I'll tell you a little bit of the mechanics of why they're great and then why you might want to get it in 2025, specifically if you're trying to live a healthier lifestyle. If you are just trying to improve yourself, inside and outside, as well as if you're just trying to improve your kitchen, because 2025 is the year to get better. So with that said, we do have 3 induction heating rice cookers that I'm gonna show you right now. But on top of that, I'm actually going to show you how to make rice. A lot of you probably are still using a cooking pan to make rice, or maybe you have a rice cooker but don't remember how to make it properly. Well, I'm gonna show you with our rice cookers. Now this method can be used for all of our rice cookers. It doesn't matter if it's induction heating, pressure type, any of our rice cookers, you can use this method. And it is actually the method that we recommend, the only one method. And on top of that, we do have a special rice bowl set that we are giving away for free with the purchase of any of these 5 rice cookers. So if that sounds exciting, definitely stick around to find out what we're gonna be talking about. Okay, so over here, we are multi-streaming on YouTube and also on Facebook. So if you are watching live right now, welcome, Happy New Year's, and do let us know if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or if you want to let us know your New Year's resolution for 2025. I know for me, I just, pretty generic, live healthier lifestyle. I used to be really healthy. In recent years, not so much. I'm just trying to get back to, living a healthier lifestyle. And I gotta say, 14 days in and I'm feeling great, doing my New Year's resolutions, and I hope you are too. Okay, well, with that said, let's talk about rice cookers, because, we have a lot. The first one over here is the NWQAC. It is our newest model. It is kind of flat top, really nice design. I'll show you right now in the close-up camera. We have the NPHCC, also a lovely design, more of that oval top, as well as the MPGBC. Now this one is a one size series. It is a 3-cup size, which might be, if you're thinking about the 3-cup size, I would recommend for a household size of, let's say, 1 to 3. So either a small family or maybe you're living by yourself, the MPGBC would be great. The MPHCC is great because it cooks really nice rice. For this one specifically, it's all about rice. So white rice and then brown rice. I'll go ahead and show you the courses just to see if that's something you would want. And then the NWQAC kind of just adds versatility to these rice cookers because it not only cooks rice, but it also cooks different types of grains. We have steel cut oats, quinoa, and it even has a steaming basket right here. So you have it right there. You could add your veggies in there, or dumplings if you want to, preferred meat that you want to steam. You could do that as well. Okay, so with that said, let's go ahead to the close-up camera just so you could quickly see the different types of courses you can do with these. So right here you see we have the white mixed, we have the rinse-free quick cooking, the sushi, porridge, brown rice, and GABA brown rice. So this is all about white rice and brown rice. And it is induction heating, so you could make sure that it will be flawless every single time. Now the MPHCC has white rice, which you have the option to do regular, softer, harder consistency. We have a quick, which is for quick cooking. We have the jasmine course at the top, sushi, sweet, brown, and then GABA brown rice. Now for the brown and GABA brown rice, that is if you are really trying to live a healthier lifestyle. GABA brown rice is said to be really, really, really healthy for us. Improve our memory, our stress, our anxiety. This is really good. Just look it up, GABA rice, or just GABA, what it's good for. It's gamma-aminobutyric acid. It helps us a lot. And you could get that, that into your body with the GABA brown rice course. And last but not least, if you want to add a little bit of versatility, you have the NWQAC. Let's go to the close-up right here. So a lot of things. We have the jasmine, the quick jasmine, the congee, and brown rice. Now the congee is really good as well. That one's specifically if you're feeling down out of the weather, you know, sick, you can do that and feel really, really great. It's kind of a porridge-like rice course. It's really, really good. Now we have the white quick mixed sushi, and then we have the GABA brown rice, steel cut oats, quinoa, and last but not least, steam. So this is definitely a multi-purpose rice cooker, allowing you to do more grains than just rice. You have quinoa, steel cut oats, and of course you can do your steaming. So it's definitely a lot in one. Highly recommended, and it is our more modern, very nice rice cooker. Of course, all of these are great. It really depends on what you want. You know, if this goes more with your kitchen appeal, then you could go for this one or whatnot. Now, induction heating. Induction heating is very, very, very nice because for regular rice cookers, you have 3 heating elements. So let me explain how it works. For regular rice cookers, the heating element is right here at the bottom, here in the midsection, and then at the top in the lid, there's a heating element itself. Now for regular rice cookers, from those 3 points, it's gonna start heating the rice to very consistent rice, very delicious, but induction heating goes a step beyond that because from induction heating, what happens is that it creates an electromagnetic field within the cooking pan itself. So it creates it right here, making the cooking pan the heating element itself. So instead of cooking from the bottom, mid, and top, the cooking pan becomes the heating element, kind of allowing for a kind of a 360 angle of simultaneously cooking every single rice grain, allowing for even more consistent cooking. And there is actually a step beyond induction heating, which I'll talk about with our pressure type rice cookers, but that is the main reason that the induction heating is really, really good. Premium rice cookers, and with the purchase of that, you will get a rice bowl set in this lovely box over here. I'm going to be, showing you these rice bowls right after this. But let's go ahead and look at the pressure type rice cookers as well. Okay. Okay. So over here, we see that we have Time Shrine. Howdy. Hello, Time Shrine. It's been a good year, I hope. Justin T10 is here as well. Hi, hi. Hello, Justin. Okay, so Time Shrine, Justin, that's the luxury boat model, eh? Okay. Okay, so Justin T1010, I've yet to make congee, haven't gotten around getting the necessary ingredients. Yeah, for congee, it's kind of, you gotta get some specific ingredients, such as that, I'm not very familiar, I've done it twice. You need a specific Chinese style, like rice oil or cooking oil. I forget the name of it. But you need that, and then you need the actual meat, which, I think you can use different types of it, but for example, like clam, I believe that is what they use. It's very specific, but it's also very simple to use. Put all the ingredients in there, choose a course, and that is it. It's really good. So Justin T10, if you ever get the chance, definitely do it. Okay, Time Shrine, or what does it do better if that's rather the case? Okay, Big Bad John. I nearly missed this. Well, welcome, Big Bad John. Happy New Year's. I'm glad you could join us over here. And, if you have any questions, we're going to be showing you how to make rice cookers. So this is going to be a good one. Do let us know down in the comments if, you have any questions, or if you want to tell us your New Year's resolutions, if that is something you're into, you could do that as well. So when will the NWNA 18 come to the US? That is a good question. I'm actually not familiar with that model, so I won't be able to answer that for you. But maybe you could send us a direct email to our customer service. We will be able to answer that. I know there's a lot actually, a lot of rice cookers in Japan. So we're the American branch, but in Japan. So Zojirushi, it has the headquarters in Japan, in Osaka, if you're familiar with the area. And then we have, a few different branches around the world. We're the American branch. And what works over there, they send us, all these like rice cooking models to the US. Again, but they're like the first to experiment and, see it, whatever works great. And then we just kind of bring it over here. But yeah, there's a lot of rice cookers that I've seen over there. When I went this past last year in January, and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so many rice cookers that I don't even know. So yeah, that's a good question. Okay, so with that said, Times Ryan, you asked a question earlier, or what does it do better if that's rather the case? I'm sorry, I'm not really getting the context. Okay, I think this is what does the newest model do that's unique that the others don't? Okay, so I think you were referring to the NWQAC versus the MPHCC. Honestly, when you're looking for a rice cooker, you're looking for a few things, right? One, you're looking if it fits in your kitchen. So right here we have the 3-cup rice cooker. We're looking at the 5.5 cup rice cooker, and then there is also one more size, which is the 10-cup rice cooker. Let me go ahead and grab it, which I have right here, right? So you can see already that the size is quite different. So depending on the size, you're like, okay, which one do I want? Which one is good for my family, right? I'm a single individual, you can get the 3-cup rice cooker. I'm a single individual, you could also get the 5.5 cup. We recommend 1 to 3 household size for the 3-cup. For the 5-cup, anywhere between 1 and 4. And then for the big one, I would say like 5 or more people in the household size. So that's one way of looking at these rice cookers. The second way is the different types of, or the second way I would say is the design. Do you like the overall design? Does it appeal with your kitchen? I have a white kitchen. Does it go well with the stainless? Does it go well with the black? Overall, depending on your furniture and everything, you might want to get a black over a white over a stainless, etc. So once you have that, the last thing that I would recommend is the different types of courses or your lifestyle in general. For the NWQAC, they're all induction heating, but it does have different courses depending on your lifestyle, depending on your needs. You might want to get the MPHCC over the NWQAC. So now let's look at this a little bit more thoroughly to see which one you might want. So the NWQAC, the question was, what does the new one do that it might, that the other ones don't? And we know that the technology is induction heating, so it cooks the rice exactly the same. Now, the design is different and the courses are different. Now you tell me, Times Ryan, which one would you prefer depending on your needs? The first one over here is the MPHCC model. Now we have regular white rice here at the top, and you have the option to make that rice a little bit on the regular side, on the softer side, or on the harder side, depending on the individual. People like rice harder, softer, or regular. At the bottom over here, you have the quick course and then the mixed course, which you could, use for some, Japanese style rice, or if you want to add a little bit of corn into your rice, you could do that as well. And then over here, you have the sushi course, the porridge, which is, just a watery rice dish. It's also really good. It's similar to congee, but a little bit less watery. And then we have the sweet course, which is similar to the umami course, which is Zojirushi, very specific Zojirushi course. We have the brown rice and GABA brown rice, okay? So GABA brown rice is just, talking about health benefits, a very, very healthy way of cooking brown rice. And then over here, we have the NWQAC, right? So the NWQAC, we have the white rice course. And then we have the quick, mixed, and sushi. So most of our rice cookers have these at the top. And then you have a jasmine course, right? So if you cook a lot of jasmine rice, this is the way to cook your course, your rice, excuse me. And then you have a quick jasmine. Then you have congee. So the other one, the MPHCC, has porridge. This one doesn't have porridge. Instead, it has a congee course. It has brown rice. The other one has brown rice and GABA brown rice as well too. And then last but not least, these three courses, or these two right here, the steel cut oats, the quinoa, and the steaming, is not included in the MPHCC. So if you want steel cut oats, quinoa, and a steaming feature, this is the way to go. Again, it really depends. Maybe you like the design for this, then this is the way to go. But what is included in this one that is not in this one? You got to do, you know, the different courses. But essentially, this one has the steel cut oats, quinoa, and steaming that this one doesn't have. However, this one has porridge, and this one does not have porridge. So those are the little differences between these rice cookers. Essentially, the rice is cooked the same, but you know, depending on the lifestyle that you have, you might prefer one over the other. So anyways, I hope that kind of gets you a better understanding of these rice cookers. It was a little bit thorough, but you know, I hope you have a better understanding of that. Okay, so with that said, let's go on to the next type of rice cookers. The next one is pressure types. Now this also has induction heating, and we have two pressure types currently in our shop. Once again, it is shop.zojirushi.com. You purchase any of these or the induction heating types, and you will get this lovely set, which I will, you know, show you a little bit more thoroughly right now. Okay. Now for the pressure type rice cooker, what it adds? It adds pressure, right? So you have high heat, which is induction heating, and then you have pressure, high pressure. Now when you add high heat and high pressure, it is what we call convection heating, or premium convection, I believe. And this is when the rice itself is tossing and turning within the rice cooker. Because it's tossing and turning it, it allows for even more sweet rice, more consistent, more fluffy, and every single rice grain is now getting cooked simultaneously at the same time with high heat, and allowing for every angle of, you know, every single rice grain to be cooked, allowing for that more consistent cooking. Now, this is a bit confusing. We do have some videos online that you could kind of get a better, more understanding of how that looks, but essentially that is what is happening with our induction, our pressure type rice cookers, allowing for even more consistent rice. Now, to quickly, you know, just really quickly talk about the differences between these. Again, it's just the design. Do you prefer the design, a flat top over the kind of oval? I would say that's mainly the big differences. The courses itself are different as well. Really quickly to look at these are the courses. We have wide, regular, soft, harder, umami, quick, mixed, sushi, jasmine, porridge, congee, brown, GABA brown rice, and steel cut oatmeal. Okay. And then looking at the NWJEC, now this one is a little bit different in the way that we change the control panel itself. You won't be able actually to see the courses from the top. You have to connect it to see. So let me see if I can. Okay, actually. Okay. I'm gonna connect it really quickly. Now you see this is, whoop. This one is not, okay. Okay, so now that we have it, you see that the rice courses are all right there. We have white rice. In the white rice category, you could do it firmer, firm, regular, soft, softer. So a lot of options. We have the umami, quick, mixed rice, sushi, porridge, and then you go down to the jasmine. Let me go down to the jasmine. You have regular course, right? Or a quick, as well as a congee. you go down to brown rice, you have brown rice regular or GABA. And then last but not least, you go down to steel cut oats and you just have one regular steel cut oats. So actually for this one, the NWJC, it has more courses than the one over here. Actually has, yeah, I believe it has more courses in this one than the MPNWC. So again, size, design, courses is what you're looking at. So I hope that answers your question again, Times Trying. That was very thorough. With that said, let's move on into what we are doing, which is the cooking of our rice, or how to make rice. Okay. So how to make rice using a Zojirushi rice cooker, which is actually very easy. Okay, so let's go ahead. We're gonna need a few things. Most likely when you're doing this, you're probably gonna be doing over the sink. The sink is over here, but we wanna make sure you have a good angle. So we're gonna use this, pretend it's a sink, and then we're gonna have our rice. Again, when you get rice, you're probably going to have a rice bag and not really, you're not gonna have it in the cup. And then you're going to have a measurement cup, right? So there's exactly 3 cups in here and we already measured it. We know it's in there. So with that said, where is that? Where? Okay. So I'm just going to use this as an example because I can't find it. Okay. Oh, it's actually, okay, it's over here. So for our purposes, when you use any rice cookers, you could use the rice cooking pan to kind of stir your rice, and we always recommend that you rinse it. However, if you prefer, you could use a bowl or something else to stir it in there. Depending, you know, some people are you know, concerned about, you know, getting the rice bowl getting scratched or something. Then you could go ahead and do it on a bowl separately and then put the rice into the cooking pan afterwards. It really depends, it's up to you. But let's go ahead and use the rice cooking pan as an example, okay? So the first thing we're gonna wanna do is that when you get rice using the measurement cup, right? So this is it. Let's go to the the close-up one. So we're gonna get rice. We're gonna go ahead and, you know, top it off. Most likely you're gonna get something that's maybe a little bit over. And for the most precise, consistent ways of making rice, you're gonna just wanna get something flat, such as a fork or spoon, and just level it off, right? This will allow for the most consistent measurement, which will allow for the most consistent rice. Now you get the cooking pan, and you just put it in there, right? So you have one measurement right there, 1 cup. Now this is 3 cups. Let's go ahead and put 3, but I'm gonna give you one more example. And again, you're getting the rice from the cooking pan. You can see right here, that's a little bit under. So I'm just gonna use a spoon to just show you how you would level it off once again, okay? So now that it's about a little bit over, I'll just level it off and then put it into our cooking pan. There you go, two cups, and we know that this is exactly 3 cups, so I'm just gonna put this inside. Now that we have 3 cups in here, we're gonna probably do this over the sink, and that is the reason why we're gonna get some water, and then we're gonna, first of all, put some of it down into the cooking pan, and we're gonna rinse. Now we wanna do this for a few reasons, is because we wanna remove the starch, right? So you whisk it around a little bit, and then you could, of course, dump it onto the sink, or I'm just gonna dump it onto this you know, bucket, this really quickly. And you actually, let me show you. The goal of this is to remove the starch. Look at that water, it's very, very white. So we don't want white water. We want it to be sort of see-through. So you want to repeat this process 2 to 3 times minimum, or until the water is just very see-through. Okay, so I'm putting it right here. Okay, there we go. That's one time. And now that you have water that is kind of, the rice is wet, you want to repeat the process. Whisk it around 1, 2, 3, up to about 30 times, right? So that's about 10. That's about 20. And then that's about 30 times right there. Now that you do this 30 times, you're going to want to put more water right there. And you can see, again, just by putting the water after whisking it, look at that water. It looks very, very white. Now from here, you could go ahead and just rinse it around a little bit and then dump this once again onto the sink. And repeat this process again 2 to 3 times, or until the water is see-through. So again, just really quickly do it. So yes, we want the water to be transparent, a little bit of see-through, and then as you can see, from the previous time, the water has improved. It still seems very white, but it has improved from the last time. And then you repeat this process again 2 to 3 times, or until the water has, really good quality. Okay, so for today's purposes, we'll leave it right there. That is how you do this. But of course, the goal is to have very transparent water. Okay, so that is the first part, which is rinsing the rice. Okay, and I just see that Justin T10, do you recommend washing rice within the rice cooking pot or a separate bowl? So there you go, good question. It really depends on you. For these premium rice cookers, it really depends on you. Personally, I use the rice cooking pan, but other people, they are concerned that maybe the rice, because it is a little bit hard, could potentially scratch the surface of the rice cooking pan, for longevity. And if that's the case, you could go ahead and use the bowl. But it really depends on you for these types of rice cookers, the premium rice cookers. And then Times Ryan just said, are these non-stick coating or not? So these are actually, yes, they are all non-stick coating. All of our rice cooking bowls, or cooking pans, I should say, they are non-stick. Okay, Justin T10, I've noticed minor scratches in a swirl pattern on the bottom of the cooking bowl. Definitely nothing that will change the outcome of the rice, but it is noticeable in direct light. Yeah, so again, over a long time, and people have these rice cookers, from Zojirushi. They have them from years and years. We're talking about 5, 10, up to 20 years that we're using these rice cookers. So after 20, or even 5 years, you're going to be noticing these little small scratches, probably due to the rice grain itself when they are hard, but nothing that won't change the quality of the rice. It's still going to be, it really depends if you want to really, really take care of your appliances, which I'm sure you do, or if something like that really, really matters, then we recommend the bowl. If not, you could just go ahead and use the cooking pan. Yep, and then Justin T10, the double non-stick coating is doing its job well. Yes, that is true. That is true. It does do a good job with that, definitely, though. Okay, with that said, we finished the first part of, the rice cooking. Over here, we actually have a NWQAC, and we already have some rice that we've already prepared for you. It's set, it's 3 cups in there. Now the goal of this is to measure the lines, right? So we want it to make sure that it is white. I'm cooking white rice. I want to measure it up to the the third white line. So now that you can see it right there, let me go ahead and just put water up until the third. Let me actually level it off a little bit. There we go. And then I'm gonna put water up until the third. There you go. That seems about right. Whoops. Okay. Now that you can see that it's about the third, it's pretty consistent. If you ever go over and let's say you go up to the fourth, you could just, rinse it out, put it into the sink, and then make sure that it is exactly it's exactly on the third water mark right there. It seems to be correct. So let's go ahead and put this inside, close the rice cooker, and then you can see that it is already set on white. Let me go ahead and tilt that a little bit. It is set on white course. Let me go ahead and actually do this on the quick, because there is actually, sometimes you're in a hurry and you want to change it up to the quick. So let me go ahead and put that to the quick. So you can see now it's on quick. It's going to be a little bit faster. So the white course usually takes about, I don't know, depending on how many cups, it could take up to about an hour using the NWQAC. But with the quick course, let's go ahead and choose it. We already chose it, as you can see right here. And then I'm going to press start. And there you go. In 34 minutes, you could have really great, white rice. And actually, I know depending on this, some people even say, I don't know if this is true, but some people even say that they prefer the quick over the regular white rice. So again, once you have a rice cooker, you'll be able to experiment on these little different changes. So over here we have Senna Night. I've tried 2 rice cookers and both had seals die after 1.5 or 2 years. Wow. That is actually really short for a rice cooker. I've never actually used a rice cooker other than Zojirushi, even during my time in Japan, which is actually when I started using rice cookers. And those rice cookers always lasted me, the one in Japan had for 8 years until I moved back over here. And then I've been using my rice cooker from Zojirushi for about 4 or 5 years now. So again, I know people use these for 10, 20 years. So Senna Night, again, right now, 2025, this might be your sign to go ahead, go to the shop.zojirushi.com. We do have this campaign going on right now where you buy a premium rice cooker, you get a free rice bowl set. Now let's go ahead and see what's inside this rice bowl. It's really nice. Let's go to the close-up. So it's gonna be packaged very nicely with our Zojirushi. And if you haven't already, you could follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. There you have the handles. And if you haven't already, like this live stream, we would really appreciate that. Now right here, it says Gochiso-sama. Right here, Gochiso-sama. And that essentially has a meaning. So in Japan, when people eat, everything seems to have a meaning, right? Everything we do in life. Now, they really appreciate eating meals, and you say this to your mom, to your friend, to people you're eating with, or even to the cooks at restaurants whenever you're finished, Gochiso-sama, which means, actually, let me read this and then show it to you afterwards. But Gochiso-sama is a cheerful Japanese way of saying thanks for the amazing meal, a heartfelt appreciation for the effort behind every dish and its ingredients. Whether you're finishing a home-cooked dinner or indulging in a gourmet feast, it's a warm way to say thanks. So in simple terms, it's thank you for the meal. So once again, I'll show you really quickly what it means, or you could read that right there. Okay, so what do you get when you purchase these? You will get exactly 2, let's put this right here. You will get exactly 2 bowls. Right there you have the Zojirushi. On the other side you have the elephant logo, and at the bottom you will have the Gochiso-sama. So altogether 1, 2, and 3. Very nice, very simple design. Again, the Gochiso-sama means thank you for this meal. And you will get, of course, the 2 right here. and then you will get a set of chopsticks. Zojirushi red and black. So for you and your family or friends. Okay, so that's what you will be getting. And let me, actually, we just finished making rice, cooking rice right before this live stream. So if you want me to show it off, or if you have any questions, do let me know down in the comments. But yes, let's go ahead and see this rice bowl in action. The last thing we'll show you guys, because we just finished also making rice with our NWJEC rice cooker. As you can see right here, there is a 0 hours. Now I used the quick setting to make this as well, and this essentially means that it's keeping it warm for 0 hours. So it doesn't show the minutes, but you can see the hours. It's been keeping it warm for about 10 minutes. So we just literally just finished this. So let's do the steam test right now. Okay, so we just finished cooking it. Let's do the steam test. As soon as I open it, I hope there's gonna be steam, but let's go ahead and do it. There we go. There's a steam test. How do we know? My glasses are steamy. Right? Well, not anymore, but yeah, they were steamy. And okay, whoops. Okay, so over here we have the rice spatula, and for some reason this fell off. I probably didn't tie it long enough. It's a little steam vent that is right here. But yes, so let's go ahead and actually remove that. So we just finished making rice. You can tell because it's just flat. Now when this happens, when you just finish cooking the rice, we recommend that you just kind of like flip it around a little bit. This allows the bottom rice that has been, really pressurized and, cooked very thoroughly and flat, as you can see right here. It just kind of opens it up, allows the steam to remove from the rice, allowing for very nice rice and consistency all around the rice. So once you kind of just do this, you can go ahead and put it onto the bowl. Remember, this is Gochiso-sama. Thank you for your meal. So I'm gonna put it onto the rice bowl, and I love a lot of rice, so I'm gonna fill it up to the top. This is what we call omori, like big size in Japan. Okay, and then there we go. We have white rice cooked. As you can see the rice bowl. Everything is being right there. The Zojirushi is being covered, right? So when you have it right here, everything is being covered. But when you eat it, it's gonna say Gochiso-sama, which means thank you for the meal, which allows this bowl to have meaning. Or every time you eat a rice with the rice bowl, it has meaning because it's giving you health, it's giving you life for another day. And again, all these things have meaning. So let's go ahead and try this rice. It was made with our pressure type rice cooker, so it's really, really good. I already know the answer, but let's go ahead and taste it. Really? The NWJEC just cooks the best rice. I could vouch that this is the best rice ever. I've cooked with different rice cookers from like friends and everything. It does not compare with the NWJEC rice. Again, really, really good rice. Highly recommended. And again, it is the new year. So with that said, that is it for today's live stream. We hope you enjoyed it. How to make rice, it's very easy. And again, just roll the rice. Make sure that the measurement is correct with the rice to water ratio. And that's it. 2025, we hope it brings a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, a lot of success, and a lot of good things to come ahead of you. starting with a rice cooker. Again, you buy induction heating or a pressure type rice cooker, you get this very lovely rice bowl set that we are just showing to you. And again, if you haven't already followed us, we hope that you do subscribe to our channel so you know when we do live streams. As well, if you haven't liked this live stream, we really appreciate it if you do that. And let's see if we have any last questions or any comments from any of our viewers. Times Ryan, Justin T, thank you so much for joining us. Senna Knight over here on YouTube and on Facebook as well. Okay, last question. Okay, Justin T10, do you sell the 2 bowls and chopsticks separately? Unfortunately, we don't. It comes as a free gift with the purchase of any of our premium rice cookers. If you are interested, you could go at the link in our description. It will show you the campaign that is going now all the way until February 2nd. So about 16 days left in this campaign. If that is something you're considering, definitely, click that link and I will see you in the next one. So, this is a good year. We hope to see you again. And thank you for joining us once again during our live stream. Thank you. And I will see you in the next one.